Blakang, blakang. Hey, I'ma wanna be a lesbian too. And I'm like, wait, what are you talking about? You can't have a... Yo, me again. Let's watch some crazy TikTok.
5 things you can do as a teacher to create safer spaces in your classroom. Or your house, really, if you want to. Number 1. Post a safe space sign, like this one. You can Google it. And then start unpacking what it means in your classroom to create safer spaces. How do you handle pronouns? Someone being misgendered. How do you teach your other kids to be an ally? Dead naming. It's gonna happen. What are you gonna do? Number 2.
For those people that don't know, that naming is like if my name is Tortuga Ninja. Wait, no, that's Ninja Turtle. Michelangelo. But then I identified as a woman and I want to be called April. If you call him Michelangelo, you mention the name that's dead. And that can actually get you banned on Twitter or lose a job.
Start an Lgbtq organization in your school to support your staff and students, like this one.
What the heck is this fake? Oh, I spit. What's wrong with me?
This is glsen.org. They will give the entire curriculum to you. It's very handy. Number 3. That was 4. Number 3.
Yeah, insult your own intelligence, but I'm gonna give you the benefit of a doubt.
Learn every day how to be a better ally. How to be anti-racist.
Well, I can invite you to my house, eat dinner, life is Gucci. No problem with that. I just don't want you to tell them how you have sex with your partner. That's it. Be a human being. I don't want you to represent anything sexual. That's it. Just like a teacher is supposed to do.
Stand up against homophobia and transphobia.
I do that every day. But stop standing against cis people then.
Ever hear your students say, "That's so gay"? You gotta shut that shit down.
That's not bad. That's so gay. It's a meaning. We understand what it means. That's the same way that you'll be like, that's homophobic. The fact that you can say somebody that he didn't even mention homophobia and you mention it, it's like you're playing the game that the guys that you hate or the woman that you hate are supposedly playing in your face. And I'm like, okay, I get your point. But you're still fighting hate against hate. I would never want to participate in that party. The problem is if I don't participate in name calling, I'm an ally of them?
Don't know why pronouns are so important? Don't understand why students would get upset when they've been misgendered or dead named. You gotta unpack that.
No, I don't have to unpack anything. You need to unpack why you are so sensitive to something that you can change whenever you want, and I have to do exactly as you want. Because not only you, there's so many people that are fluid, right? This is something that you preach. One day you're a woman, one day you're not. Then you're without anything, because then you're non-binary, and then you want to be trans. But then you still have the part of the previous gender, then you can just switch and switch. Then I'm like, wait, what are you? And when you detrans, that might be also an issue. Then your allies become the enemy. And I'm like, hey, I just want to have a nice conversation with you. The person, not the person that can decide how he wants to have funky. Does that make sense?
Here's number 4. Integrate Q, T, BIPOC, and LGBTQ topics, writers, authors, into your curriculum.
Well, the fact that you mentioned that whole thing, that is what I'm gonna be. Your whole freaking ideology. I don't want to be any part of that. I've been treating people with respect, no name calling, no that naming. Actually, I remove all the genders in my mouth and just be like, hey, I call you by the name that I remember, the nickname of a joke that we did together. So I don't forget your name because I'm bad at names. So imagine I say the wrong name, I had that name a person and I lose a job. Come on. And you're going to be like, well, maybe your Christianity is making you maybe a little homophobia. I'm like, wait, man, what internalized homophobia? You can decide it for me? Man, this world is so crazy, bro. It's like people are surprised sometimes that I go against this. But then I'm like, you have no idea what's happening at schools. You got these people teaching your kids. And as a parent, you think I'm not going to be worried? Come on, bro.
Curriculum. Why? Because don't forget, pride started out as, and continues to be, an act.
Pride is a bad thing. You're prideful. You think you're better. Why the heck would you go support something as a pride person and I cannot do the same as a cis person? Why can I not celebrate that I'm cis without ever talking bad about gay people, and you're gonna be like, well, the fact that you represent that, that's like the same people that says I'm not allowed to teach my son the N-word because he isn't really black. My wife is white, so my son is dark white. No, he doesn't get the N-word pass. What do you mean? So my culture doesn't have power over the skin color of my son. And you people can decide how I have to react? You can say the F word and I can't say the F word because I was never gay? I was teased all my life that I was gay.
Act of resistance, started by our black trans women. You have to acknowledge all the parts of a student's identity.
Black people as a reason when you're helping. Oh, the trans people. BLM, cover also for the trans people. I don't freaking care about the trans people. The black trans people. The white trans people. I care about people. Why should we advocate to help people that have mental issues, but we don't take the responsibility that they're making very bad decision that keeps them there? Because most trans that I know have a mental issue, drug problem, alcoholic problem. And as a kid, I always thought, why do you mess with things that are dangerous to yourself and still the good guys, the ones that don't use it, are still responsible to help them when they don't want to listen. They only listen when the money runs out, when they have no choice, when they're in a very bad situation. I need to use my own money to help you, my taxpayers' money to help you. And if say one time no, they're gonna snip it just like Andrew Tate and get me banned. Come on, people. There has to be accountability on one side, and these people are like, we cannot change all these people. So let's start with the children, the things that we cannot make.
Experiences will be different when they hold multiple intersections of identity, like being black.
No. It sounds very beautiful. Why did you guys actually kick the lesbians out of the party? Because you call lesbian cis suddenly because they only want to sleep with other cis women that like woman. But then the trans woman come with the blakang. Hey, I'ma wanna be a lesbian too. And I'm like, wait, what are you talking about? PP, you can't have a pin. You can't move the goalpost 24/7. Lesbian likes goalpost. They don't like the post. It's just really weird that sometimes I'm like, hey, you come in my house like Mickey Mouse, but suddenly you're Daffy Duck. I'm like, hey, what's wrong with you? Why can't you just choose one thing and stick with it? No, we need to advocate for Roadrunner, Thundercats, Pijamas, I don't know how you say it in English, Pocoyo, Danny the Tiger, all these cartoons. And I'm like, hey, wait a second. Why can't I just choose one? No, that's cis. It's like, hey man, there comes a point that I realize it's really hard to make you happy. And your ideology is focused on looking for a reason to feel victimized so you have a purpose in life. The purpose in life shouldn't be your sex. The purpose in life should be life. I can do everything that a gay guy can do and that a trans person can do. We can do both of the same thing. But the moment life is hard on you, you can look at the person that has it easy and be like, you know what? I think life is so unfair. I want that thing that you have. It's not my fault. I like women, right? So why is it my fault that you like something that I don't like? I'm happy for you. So if your relationship is not working, create an organization like, hey, we gays, LGBTQ, we are an organization so we can help people that are part of the rainbow. LGBTQ, especially the gay community, is known there are funky everybody. Crazy times. And I'm good. If I was a man and I can funky and not make a baby, hey, touch, good to you, I would do the same. I can't because I will make a baby. That's my responsibility. I have to be consistent and think of what I'm going to do. I still use the condom. My wife doesn't use the pill. I work hard at it. People call me crazy. I'm not enjoying sex. I'm like, actually, I'm enjoying it way more than you think. But hey, that's a different story. But the point that I'm trying to make is that I don't think you actually understand how hard it is to maintain a relationship with the same person for more than 18 years. I feel like I'm a dinosaur because everybody thinks I'm crazy. And there's a lot of people like me, but they keep their life private. They don't want it on social media. They don't even care about that. They focus on their life and only focus on their friends that like their lives. Very simple. I wish more gay and people from the LGBTQ can do that. But no, you like social media. So if that doesn't make you happy, hey dude, I'm not gonna play the game for you so you be happy. That's not my responsibility. I have enough issues in my life to start thinking how I can help you, but you're not even a consistent person in a consistent relationship. That's how I judge people. If you're not consistent, if you just care about sex and drinking and alcohol, I will not help you with your issue. That's a you problem. It's a battle between you and you. It's not you and me. Look in the mirror, it's you. When people look in a gangster way, it's you. Blame yourself 24/7. That's how I live. When I was black, I blame myself. When I didn't have a girlfriend, I blame myself. When my grades were bad, I blame myself. When I didn't have sex and I was an incel, I blame myself. Everything, I blame myself. I have one eye, born with it, I blame myself. My mom passed away next to me, I blame myself. I always blame myself. When a friend of mine told me, hey, do you remember me? I was like, no, I don't remember you. Did we talk? Yeah, bada boom, back in there. Oh, I didn't remember him. And guess what? He jumped in front of the train. Bam! Didn't even know he was transgender. I found out later because we were friends so long ago. I blame myself because that's how you grow, by being responsible.